Lucid Motors, an American automaker, debuted the Lucid Air's first prototype in 2016. With a range of 517 miles, it's claimed to be the world's most fuel-efficient luxury car. The Lucid Air is a beautiful and futuristic entry into the competitive electric vehicle industry. Lucid's technology, a unique patent powerhouse, is on the cutting edge of performance for electrified vehicles. Lucid has moved a lot of money, atoms, and current in the actual world despite its ethereal moniker. Peter Rawlinson, a former Tesla employee who is now the CEO of Lucid, is giving Tesla a hard time in the EV sector with its mind-blowing automobiles. Hello and welcome back to eMotion. In today's video, we'll see how Lucid is making a futuristic revolution in the EV industry that's scaring Tesla off the competition. Let's get started. Innovative technology of Lucid Motors. Despite EV market capitalization the size of starships, Lucid's technical team is laser-focused on the technology. Lucid recognizes that their first production automobile must be a technical marvel. The premium automobile is said to be 40% more efficient than any other electric vehicle currently on the road. In fact, for the same size battery pack, the Lucid Air goes 17% farther than a Tesla Model S long range. Detractors believe the numbers are too wonderful to be true for such a young automotive firm. For electric vehicles, efficiency is the holy grail, and for Lucid Motors, it's the North Star. Lucid's main goal is to get a better range from the same size battery. The Lucid Air accomplishes around 4.6 miles of flight for every kilowatt-hour of energy stored in its battery, which is Lucid's criterion. In comparison, the long-range 2020 Tesla Model S only gets roughly 4 miles per kilowatt-hour. Industry-standard lithium-ion cells are used in Lucid Air's 113 kilowatt-hour battery pack, but Lucid has added innovative cooling technologies and a customized cell layout to decrease internal pack impedance. Lucid is no stranger to the world of batteries. Before launching the Air, the business designed, produced, and sold batteries and powertrains for other electric vehicles under the name Ativa. For some years, they manufactured the battery packs for all of the vehicles in the Formula E racing competition. Beast battery packs and motor in action. Fast charging, according to Peter, is the ultimate test of a battery pack. The Lucid Air can charge at up to 20 miles per minute, or 300 miles in only 20 minutes, thanks to a 900-volt charger with peak charging speeds above 300 kilowatt. The Wonderbox, a versatile two-way boost charger from Lucid, is unusual in that it can charge your car from the grid or from another vehicle, thereby turning it into a large home backup battery. Peter isn't a fan of improving range by scaling up with larger, heavier batteries, which he refers to as stupid range. Lucid credits 15% of their efficiency advantage over Tesla to powertrain upgrades and 2% to aerodynamic enhancements for their 17% efficiency advantage. Power motor, most efficient technology of Lucid. One of Lucid's most notable breakthroughs is its electric propulsion unit. Heat rises up while an electric motor is running. As the copper windings in the stator heat up, they produce increased resistance, which makes it difficult for electricity to flow freely, lowering efficiency. Motor cooling is a significant engineering difficulty in the construction of an efficient electric vehicle. Lucid went about cooling their engine by running computer simulations of the electromagnetic fields inside it and identifying zones that may be improved. They then employed a computerized coil winding technique with a continuous wave pattern to create a motor that's more constant and predictable. Both the front and back of the Lucid Air are powered by permanent magnet synchronous motors that can spin at up to 20,000 RPM. The choice of permanent magnet motors versus induction motors, which rely on electrical current to magnetize the rotor, was a significant engineering decision. Cogging torque is a term used to describe a notion in permanent magnet motors. The interaction between the rotor's permanent magnets and the stator slots is known as cogging torque. Permanent magnets produce a magnetic field that cannot be switched off. As a result, the magnets continually exert force on the motor, slowing it down, especially at low speeds. The magnetic field in an induction motor is created electrically. When the current is turned off, the electromagnets no longer produce a magnetic field, allowing the motor to spin freely. Lucid has improved the design of its PMMS motor to minimize cogging torque, increase power output, and reduce electrical losses. A silicon carbide MOSFET chip is used in Lucid's patented inverter to increase efficiency in real-world driving circumstances. If you're interested in other fascinating things about Lucid Motors, then make sure to check out our video on Lucid Air Saudi Arabia Deliveries Urgent Update, Riyadh Lucid Studio. All you need to know. You can go check this out after the video. The real competition isn't against Tesla alone. The Lucid Air might be the first car to demonstrate that it can outperform Tesla's powertrain efficiency, but Lucid doesn't consider Tesla as a direct competitor, and you might be surprised who they do. The Lucid Air is a premium vehicle, according to Peter, and old German stalwarts like the Mercedes S-Class are genuine competitors. Although ICE vehicles still account for 98% of the worldwide luxury market, are the affluent ready for something more electrified in the high-end category? Lucid is redefining luxury design proportions by putting electricity front and center, rather than as an afterthought in their design concept. There's no need for a long sweeping hood, enormous air intake, or a giant glittering grille with small electric motors. Cargo cult artifacts from a 125-year legacy of luxury heat engine design. Derek Jenkins, Lucid's VP of Design, believes that the future of luxury will be streamlined, simple, and based on real form-to-function principles. He feels that the new era of electrification's design language is still in its infancy and that an aesthetic revolution is now underway. Lucid cars, it's all about luxury. The Lucid Air is a medium-sized automobile featuring a full-size car interior, SUV-level storage, and hypercar performance thanks to space gained by compact engine components. With a drag coefficient of 0.21, the vehicle's streamlined aerodynamic signature is created by its lower frontal area and extremely effective vortex front air intakes. Lucid is focusing on getting more range out of a smaller battery. Because the battery is the most costly component of an automobile, this will make future vehicles more inexpensive. The Air, on the other hand, isn't a bare-bones sports car. It has high-end design components that make for an aesthetically pleasant first-class driving experience. Lucid also adopts a first-principles approach to interior design, reimagining the cabin for the driver. Its displays are one of the most essential aspects of its interior. They analyzed how people wanted the display arrangement early on and decided to go with something that was more curved and contoured and geared for the driving experience rather than the massive center display. The display is a 34-inch LCD screen that is contoured in all dimensions for the best view and appearance. Its primary function is to focus information on the driver. How fast the Lucid Air can go. On top of a high-performance EV, thoughtful user experience design. However, how fast does that digital speedometer go? The Laguna Seca racetrack in California has established itself as the greatest proving ground for electric car performance. The legendary circuit, with its 2.2 miles of hairpin curves and unrestricted straightaways, provides ideal real-world circumstances for testing EV qualities, including speed, acceleration, braking, and handling. Unofficial track reports began to surface in 2020, claiming that a tri-motor Lucid Air had beaten Tesla's lap time by nearly 2 seconds, with a lap time of 1 minute and 33 seconds. We've heard Tesla has reclaimed the lead, but this healthy rivalry in the EV sector is wonderful to see and is undoubtedly propelling the industry ahead. With electric car manufacturers fighting for bragging rights with souped-up race versions of their production vehicles, advances learned on the track may transfer into real-world performance improvements, and the dazzling displays help the electric vehicle market gain respect and popularity. On the high-speed track at the Transportation Research Center in Ohio, a modified performance version of the Air attained a certified peak speed of 235 miles per hour or 378 kilometers per hour in July 2017, making the best impression in the EV industry. Lucid isn't only attempting to produce millionaire-friendly hypercars. The idea is for high-performance EV powertrain design refinements to trickle down to lower-cost mass-market automobiles. They're producing electric vehicles at a state-of-the-art $700 million, 6.1 million square foot EV facility in Casa Grande, Arizona that's equipped to produce 30,000 vehicles per year with a capacity aim of 400,000 vehicles per year in the future. The Dream Edition of the Lucid Air starts at $169,000 and is limited to 520 pieces. The Grand Touring, which costs $139,000, comes next. Future variants with lesser costs will be introduced to the range, with the pure version's basic price set at $77,400. Lucid's ability to compete with Tesla will be determined by how effectively they produce their final production car and schedule, as promised and with all the bells and whistles. So, what are your thoughts on this trending Lucid car? Do you think Lucid can win over its tough competitors like Tesla and Mercedes? Comment below. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and we can't wait to have you back. Do drop this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and push the bell icon to receive the latest updates from our channel. See you soon!